was coming up on here. No. No. It'll let me share this, so I'm just going to share this link. So just bear with me on to... Oh, I can share it straight to the Facebook group. Yeah. Good morning. It's a later plan for today. But it's Monday that we start back new, so this is kind of like my last lay-in before we get back to our normal routine for our members. And non-members, if you're viewing this, if I've sent this to you, to view my listings for these lives, normally you just have to be a free Patreon member. They get the access, and obviously there's a there's a link for paid members that get obviously more of the stuff. So the Wednesday ones then for the free members will have access, and the paid members will get it's 5 hours a week that they get. So 20 hours a month you get for your subscription. So anyway, that's the housekeeping out of the way. Oh, it's 7/7. So shift, transformation as we move into the Virgo energy of the beautiful Earth Goddess. I wanted to just remind us to connect, remind us to use our practice in its wholeness and in its embodiment. I'm on a little bit of a slope and the cats are a little bit excited, but that's fine. So we will be experimenting with the length, because we used to do, when we did these regular, an hour session, but I believe that my members were liking these shorter 30-minute session. So the first half or the second half, it's split between our practice with Qigong and me pulling a couple of cards for the daily and a meditation or quiet practice. So I shall try and stick to that format, and we'll see what comes through, and then anything that comes up. And ourselves. This is to have space, to connect, to move the body, be in alignment with your own energies. It's really, really, really loud over there. I don't know if you can hear him. But as we shift with the season. So on the day I'm recording this, it's coming to the end of August. But we're sort of moving into September. We're getting ready for new term if you're a mum, if you're at college. But also it's this like new start. It's the last part of, as we see the year from the summer into the transition that eventually moves into the winter. So we've got the autumn, and we move out of the fire energy in Qigong and into metal. Metal works with taking out impurities. It's like associated with the lungs, with grief, with release, with letting go. So we're going to work with those, and we'll work as we move the seasons with what's coming through. So if you've got a little bit of space, you don't need too much, and as the winter months go on, I will have the space inside to begin with, and we will have a new space end of the garden. There'll be like a little area, hopefully, that people that are local can come and join me physically and join our class as we're live. Obviously, I'll be the one on camera, I'll be pinned, so you can't necessarily see people that don't want to be on film. But let's get started. As I've rambled for 5 minutes, I won't be doing this normally. We're going to get into starting, although I will give you an idea of like today we're working with this, that, this and that, this and that. So moving into connecting. Okay. Let's start with a standing in what I call Wonder Woman pose. There's whole TED Talks on this. So it's hips, feeling into your power. I'm going to face to the north, so you can see sort of front to side view. And so I'm looking You might be able to see it on the camera.
Better for posture as well.
Okay. So just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In Qigong, our breath, if you're tuning in for the first time, always know we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. We breathe out through the mouth when we're doing detoxification, so we will do some out breaths through the mouth. But otherwise, we signal to the body to stay in the sympathetic nervous system, go out of the sympathetic nervous system, and that it's safe and that all is well by breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So you're not taking in excess oxygen, and you're saying to the body, it's okay, I'm not in a hurry, I'm not stressed, I don't need to rush.
Step the feet
hip width apart. We have this little stance where we just slight bent knees. We call this the Reiki pose. Breath. Inhale, arms come up and down.
inhale,
Exhale through the nose. First 3 breaths. Just tapping in, tuning in. Just where you are, where you're at, without judgment. Do this with this inhale.
and again.
Side.
Just gently take the hands
Out to the sides. Stretch wide open fingers. Inhale. As we move into autumn, we have what we call the light summer,
which is where we're at now.
Allow the hands to come down to the back, to the kidneys. A nice little rub, gently. Kidney chi energy is associated with our inheritance, our genetics.
It's said that we're born with this.
So over a lifetime it can become depleted. We want to replenish, we want to look after this. So rubbing up and then kidney breath. So just holding your hands.
We have palms, fingers facing down.
And as we do this, we push the shoulder blades together, which activates here. In and hold for pause and breathe in.
Breathe in, breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. So you can see me as we do that one more
time. Breathe in, breathe out.
And then take it into what we call my tutor
called angel wings. As we come up with the hands, we bring the hands in forward. We float them down as we bend the knees.
gentle, subtle incrementation and movement.
Over time, incrementation, the body becomes more subtle, easy to flow. Energy system moving.
quite quickly.
So let's slow that right down, and then this time move and hold the butt out. So get a nice little stretch going on here. Hands down to the knees, and the knees and step them together. And rotate. Times. And the opposite direction. With our joints. As we move through each of the joints. Come up. Slowly up.
Step into
Into Ouija pose, hip width apart. And rotate the hips. 1, 2,
4, in the opposite direction. 2, 3, 4. Come to standing.
and hinge those hips. Forward slightly.
Back slightly.
Any lower back problems, just listen to your body. Qigong is not effortless power. You don't push ever. That's why I say in implementations over time and you see the difference.
Within a 6-week
Period, you can actually see the difference.
gentle with our body.
And stretch a little. Just warming the body up as well. Breathing. And we're going to do that a little bit more. Take the hands up over the head. Breathing in. Exhale over to the side. Inhale up. Exhale over to the side. Inhale up.
Exhale.
This time. Let the hands fall down by the side, bring it to the top. Slowly lowering them. Get to the bottom and we roll those shoulders back. 1, 2,
3, 4.
and forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Lift them up. There's a bird sitting up onto the mat. Hello, Betty.
And relax them up. Tense the fingers into fists at the same time and release the hands.
Releasing them before we move into more movement.
Okay, we're going to gently start to move round side. Now, you look behind you as you go, if you can, if that's possible for you. If it's not, it's fine. So if you're only doing this a little bit, that's fine. If you can go round to here, that's great. But listen to your body. Easy breath, so in through the nose, out through the nose. Allowing your body to breathe naturally. Opening up the kidneys. And we breathe the fist and gently knock. The other hand still goes behind. To knock the lung points. And alternate as we go from legs and then into two. Pulling out all the qualities of metal. Not quite in autumn yet. We're in late summer a bit. And then let them come back down. And come. And gently, if you make a little pecking with the hands, gently in into it, giving it a little tap, helping it be releasing and letting go of any impurities in your body. You want to get those out of the liver. Still working on doing that. To give it a right, we're patting it on the back. Or what I like to think about it is detoxifying your pipes. And then keep it going that way, whatever direction you'll be moving, or in the opposite direction. And this is kind of giving the internal muscles a gentle massage. As I say, a pat on the back. Great for the digestive system, and great to do after you've eaten, you've had a good meal. And if you're trying to lose weight, the next movement that we're going to do, but along with this, is helpful for that reason, as it helps with eating regular. So you're just going to start like this, just gently with your hands, not hard, don't hurt your belly. If it's a bit tender, be even more gentle. And as we do this with the bells. So you're sort of just patting that belly, and if you're trying to lose weight, if you do this for 3 minutes, if you set a timer and do this for 3 minutes, then this is ideal. Everyone's chasing with the drip. So we're going to just go with it. As it's this time of morning, and it's the time that really associated with strong with the digestive system. Movement with that. Bounce going on. Swelling. Great for wind. It's like patting everything on the back of the head. Thinking about that kind of motherly love, thankful for our bodies, all they do, all we put them through. Down. As we work our legs, I'm going to do a little spin exercise. So bring the hands up together, just under the breastplate, under the like where the bra would sit for a woman. Link the hands together. And then breathe in. Imagine a beautiful golden sun, yellow colour here. As you exhale, and slowly bend forward. Breathing in. And exhale this time through the mouth. Breathing in again, once through the mouth. But we really want to make a sound. And breathing in, and then you make the sound choo, C-H-O-O-O, as we exhale. So deep breath in, choo, choo. When you do so, press just gently, not hard, just slightly. And again, breathing in, choo. And inhale. Exhale the sound, choo. 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 Another inhale. And just choo. Coming into shaking our tree. So if you're someone that suffers like I used to with panic attacks, I was very nervous and anxious when I was in my teens or my 20s, somewhat my 30s, if you like to just shake your arms. So one of the things I learned to do, if it took me nearly 50 years, is to always regulate my system. So I was really thankful for this practice. Even when meditation was found, this, when you're in the fight to flight, will really help you to reset. So if you just gently bounce in, release, and shake it. So we call this shaking the tree. So shake it, and I want you to think about shaking things, any left sleep. Anything that's been stressing you out, we're giving it over to the divine, surrendering, as they say, to purpose. If you have a belief system, faith system, whatever it is that you have in your resetting systems. We've got high energy coming through. Esoteric warnings for triggering for those that are religious. When we have this high energy coming into the top, it comes in through the top of the head, through the crown chakra, and we want to shake off the excess, make sure our nervous system is grounded. If you bring the hands up, the physical system, lymphatic system. So all the tapping, and we tap work with our lymphatic points. Inhale, play through, get through, and exhale. Don't worry about feeling silly. You can take the hips and overemphasize it if you want, and to bring the hands down. Just really shimmy, shaky. See it as a movement practice. If the silence doesn't excite you like it does me. And the knees, the legs, really shake it out. And then stop. Feel the hands by the side. Feel the tingling from the kinetic movement. And the shifting of energy as you breathe in. And breathe out. If you want to come to a seated position, I'm going to go and grab the pack of cards. I invite you to just sit for a moment, close your eyes, breathe, listen to if you can hear the birds in the background where I am, but any white noise, the washing machine in the background, the kids and the movement of the house or wherever you are, closing your eyes. Start to breathe, become aware of the totality of your senses. The sound of your breath, the movement of your breath. If your eyes are open, what you see around you, the colours, the textures, the tones. The eyes are closed, just where the light filters through, or the blackness, moving those little things that move around the eyelids. What you can hear, the different subtleties of sound, and the movement of your body, any thought patterns that are coming up, allowing yourself to think of them and feel them, like you reminding yourself that you are not your thoughts, you're not your body, you're the observer, you're the one that's in awareness of, in the wholeness of the wholeness that is your being, of all of those things. And gently, with our breath, as we are in wholeness, hopefully, of all those things, connected to feeling those things. Breathing in, breathing out. We ask, what do we need to know? What is it that is in our highest to help us in this now moment, in this day, whenever you're viewing this, whether it's today or 6 years from now? What's relevant to know right now? You stay in that state, and I'm going to connect with crystal cards as well. And we'll stay in this kind of open and receptive to the highest good. At the same time, we call in those that feel they need a protection. You do not need protection. You are protection itself. When you remember who you are and your wholeness of your being. So we're just tapping into, reconnecting to, plugging the charger back into the remembrance of who we are in our wholeness of our being. By aligning with what we call our 12D shield, but I think of it as our filter, being in awareness of all the layers of the wholeness of who we are, right up to the 15th chakra. There are many chakras, many levels, many dimensions if you want better understanding of this. Breathing in, feeling light flowing down through the top of the head, rounding, rooting down. And as I said, if you come to a seated position or if you want to lay on the ground when you're doing this, you're more aligned with earth as we move into this very Virgo, earthly goddess energy. If your feminine aspect, whether you're male or female, feeling that nurturing, loving, earthly, grounded aspect. Breathing in a beautiful chi air element. Feeling the gut energy, the fire element within you. Balance of all the elements. And in Chinese medicine, they're slightly different. We're going to pull a couple of cards here. The elements in mind. Water, your emotion. Let go of your ego when I express love sounds. They are an expression of my soul in light and sound. They connect me and tune me to the higher aspect of myself. They may reflect for you to do the same. Be in the stillness of your heart. Be thankful for your body and gratitude. For the presence of this now moment. Feel anchored, an anchor of light. But not fearful of dark. Ashka of change, of transformation. Would snake enjoy the waiting game? Patience. Patience being with the trees, being in nature, having a time where we're in a kind of transition, maybe in a transition in our own lives, mirroring what's happening in the transition of those wanting to just be this part. I will put a picture up so you can keep your eyes closed and you can keep connected to you and your own connection of what's right for you. Remember, just my words are just expressions of maybe what's coming from you that you haven't connected to just yet. Not that you can't. So the snake is this serpent-like energy, kundalini energy, but it's the fear also. It's, for me, for example, I saw the snake eating. We had stuff happening in 2020, and it represented the death wasn't coming from anything particular, whether you believed in what you believed in or not. it came from the fear. It came from the belief in and having the fear of, and that was the element of the sheep and why the fear ate the sheep. When I stared into that fear, I looked it in the eye and it ran away because I knew I need not fear anything. And you need not fear anything. But there's a patience, a time where you may be uncertain in what is happening before the movement, which is the next horse. It's the horse, the fire horse, the effortless visibility, seeing, and the vitality, like stallion energy. So in terms of our practice, I'm going to reference this. You might start doing your practice and not quite see the results instantly. So it's a reminder that over time, like in implementation, as I say, it takes a while for us to notice, because it's the subtleties, the shifts that are happening, subtleties. If you look back and think about where you are in this now present moment when you're viewing this video or this replay, to where you were maybe 4 years ago, and how far you've come, how much more connected you are, how aware you are, how in tune, how your ability to discern energies and the subtleties of energetic shifts around us. We are all becoming more telepathic, even if you feel you are not telepathic, but there is much said even in our body language, even in the way we hold ourselves. It's just a reminder to do that. Your vitality, that effortless vitality of us as a race and us as a person is going to be flowing. That's the movement, that's the shift. I'm seeing the sun and the trees and the leaves. Something lucky about to happen, very natural in nature. Also to remind us of where we are, where our fire, our energy, where we put our energy, how that is and why it may need to shift. So in Qigong, in Chinese medicine, we reference that you have different times where you may, like in the winter time, we are more yin energy, slower movement, and then we move into, in the summer we've got fire energy, but the way we put that to terms with our practice is different. So in the fire energy, we move the body quite slow because we don't want to overheat. We don't want that fire to, and then when we're moving a little bit more because we want to get the heat moving, we want to get that shifting, because we don't want those energies to get stuck and stagnant. And sometimes bilaterally they get stuck. So we have movement practices that do that. But as I've been talking about, as I've been saying with my guidance, the right and left brain hemispheres, when we talk in terms of higher consciousness, is shifting. The grey matter or white matter here, it's growing differently, and people are being born differently, ready for this. But the energy, the way it is, we are growing with the earth, evolving with the earth as she is evolving. We are the cells on her as a planet as such. So enjoy that process of evolution, enjoy the shifts, enjoy our ascension, enjoy how we are changing. Let go of your fears, fear and change and transformation. See it as the bilateral energies that are stuck, need sometimes a little shift, and that's what we're seeing happening. If you look from a higher perspective, the things that have been out of sync with nature, out of sync with humanity, and out of sync with the cosmos to a greater extent for the last short time, 5,000 years, are coming back into that better alignment. That is part of the process and cycles of bigger cycles of this planet, and though we have not necessarily in this kind of incarnation of the body of the human been present for that, there is part of the cellular memory in our body that is in awareness of that. Is what's coming through for that. One more once for free from this before we move on is Firebird, seek and you shall find. Rooster. It's like a sense of, if you look for the signs around you, you look for the feathers, for example, and say thank you angels for your presence, if that's what your belief is. If you look, you will find and see the evidence of the new earth. If you will see what you want to see, you will see it if you ask. You will see what it is that you are in belief of. And so if you allow yourself and patient a little bit, don't think, right, it's going to happen right now, because obviously you're then asking that it's not going to happen. It's expectation. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. It's you believe it and you see it. And if you are seeking, if you are someone that is wanting to evolve and transform, which is hopefully what I help demonstrate in doing with my own transformation, and believe me, I am not there, the guru, whatever. Don't expect people to think that I am. I hope that I can share my own journey of my evolution, my own journey of my transformation, and my authentic self, which is why the channel is called Authentic Me. My own fire and my own passion. See the colours, see this, the light and the sound around us as it's shifting. We can see energetically happening these different rainbow energies of light and sound, like the blues coming in, the golds, the silver, the white light, deep indigo colours, even the ruby red one is coming up now, which to me, it represents the evolution of the dark, the evolution of the sorrows, the conflicts, what they mean, the really dark soul shadow work. It's the nourishment of the foundations, where the foundations of society were built on, how we're utilising, transforming, shifting, uprooting, even, and replacing, replanting, re-evaluating, all the re's. We're rebirthing, we're renewing, redirecting, reassigning, and even rewriting in terms of time and space the evolution of our path and our journey, and rewriting our own story in terms of more psychological and more emotional intelligence way of viewing things through more of a mental field. But if we refocus and we reassign what things mean, if we look for that, that's what we're birthing. The peace within will start to see. Holding peace in hearts isn't just everyone sitting meditating, so we're not going to change anything. Actually, we will shift things dramatically, because we're past that point of collective. So see that with me in your kind of you, however the thoughts and feelings that have come to you while I've been speaking. That's in terms of like the day, the week, the energy. In a way, I'm just going to ask for, what is it that we need to meditate on to bring in more of from this, from Sophia energy, from the dragon energy that's work with, to see more of and shift and movement happening, the vitality. Green Gold Dragon from Sirius brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. That's the Qigong science coming in Yashkurukma. Understanding how light and sound and patterns can affect us, can affect those around us, can shift things quickly for us. And I call in my own connection from the stars, earth and water. Create the foundation for new growth. We must be that which we want to see, is what my gut is telling me. The card says fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Allow the seeds of the fruits of your creation to become into being. So visualize that with me. throughout your day, whatever it is, the inspiration that's been flowing during your quiet time, during those few moments after our movement practice. What came up for you? Was there an awareness of what I need to do? Let's kind of send out light for the rest of our day and see those lights, those breadcrumbs of our own soul calling us to, guiding to us to the right people, the right feelings, the right emotions, so they're signposts to allow shift, to allow change. Feel the earth beneath you to ground you, that earthly energy of Virgo, but also feel the water, that Aquarian air, technology. Allow that to work for you, the communication within the light and sound frequencies, allowing it to be shifted, transformed and changed. As I feel my own antenna for my higher self, my soul, my multi-dimensional being, which is in highest essence. The water within, and the water around you, the water that you consume, waters of the emotions of the world, and you see them being lit up. Highlighted with gratitude and love, the element of intelligence within it, spreading as it fills every cup. And the waters of the depths of the ocean and understanding from history, bringing with it our keys, to unlocking understanding. Open to our own healing, our own understanding. For me, for you, for all, for we. For all that are ready. Divine timing of that which is beyond time. And just breathe, sort of allowing the sounds as I express them, or your own sounds as you express them, or feel them, or you might even see the sounds, you might hear the colours. For our senses are shifting and evolving. As we connect. Feel, observe. Thank you to all aspects of my higher being. Thank you for watching. See your day ahead in the highest lessons for self and transformation. Be patient with yourself, with your emotions, with the shifts, with the form, and with those around you that are going through that. Cultures, countries, they keep holding the vision of where we are heading and who we are becoming. because it's not actually a becoming, we're already energetically there. I remind you this, they remind me of my higher aspects of self, remind me we are seeing translation of foundations in your life, in the world, and we are kind of, it's that, if you've ever built a house, if you've ever seen like built a house from scratch, you see there's all the mud, the messy where they're doing the groundworks, and you can't quite see what it's going to be because it's just a load of mud and a pile of rocks and hopes and dreams and or bricks and wood and water. We're in that bit, and we've got to look, and if there's a structure or something not quite right in the way, we have to evaluate what it is. We need to remove it, or we can actually build that part. That bit will look beautiful. That rock formation, whatever, we're going to make that part of the house in a natural way. That's a rock, and that's part of something that's at the core. We want to put that at the core. We transform, we evolve, we allow that to become part of it. That's the structure. So in experience with having structures, the structure is that there is no structures, that it's the constant moving, shifting, allowing, and learning, expansion, and seeing evolve. May your day be full of expansion. Thank you for joining me. I will see you at our normal time on Monday for members. And if you're catching this video some other way, in fact, I'll probably share this publicly. I'll put this one up so you know where to find stuff. I will be putting them up. I share them. I'll be live at 6:30, and I'll share the link for these on my Patreon. You do not need to pay. You just need to be a free subscriber. You can subscribe for free. It's just a place for me to put everything so that the members that are paying have a huge library, and if you want to join and have access, there's obviously the option to do it, so that's a choice. But my advice is just to spend some moments. If you're not in a position like I wasn't in before, then on this channel, Meditation Monday, there's a playlist of over 200 videos for you to take time to connect with you. You don't have to do my videos, do a video at all. In fact, I advise on Sundays especially connecting. Here in the UK, a lady named Pam Gregory does some stuff, or in US, Sandra Walter does some stuff that you can connect with telepathically offline. I myself do this with members on a Sunday. We connect at a designated time. We connect with the wholeness and send love and energy to this earth. We also do this every month, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. So we'll be doing this for 9-9 for the 9 energy. And I feel as though, and more increasingly, like at 8-8, we had Mary Laren energy coming in with this. So the council of 9 energy that has rejoined the collective of the GA. I feel that energy is there around, that linked to energy of like Tesla. So we can see perhaps with the vision, and invite you to join me for that, for envisioning some of the things that Tesla talked of, like the free energy happening, the different things that would make the world like better or easier in that flow of oh, it's gone, and I've just ended up doing 2 more. That's interesting. I'll pop them up on the members thing. So thank you for your time, love and blessings in your day, and I see you regularly if you're joining me from Monday, which is the 2nd, I believe, of September. We will be back to our normal, regular time.